Hey, everybody. My name is Mike Johnson. This is the Success Estate Podcast. Thank you so much for checking out this video. I've got a lot of great content out there for you from previous episodes. I hope that you will go back and check those out today. Today, we are taking a little shift. Primarily, the episodes that I've had before have all been with industry professionals. But for the next couple of weeks, we're actually going to have some firsthand knowledge of home buying and from a particular view as well. So today with me, I've got my big brother, Courtney Jones.
How you doing? Hey, I'm not a professional.
A real estate professional.
Yeah, I do that too.
What'd you do?
I bought a house.
Okay. You a professional at buying a house. There you go.
All I need is one.
All you need is one. Well, excuse me. The professional house buyer in the building, Mr. Courtney Jones. What's your middle name?
Oh, no, we're not doing that.
Courtney, what's the initial?
People are looking for me.
I was about to say Courtney C. Jones, but that didn't sound right.
Courtney C. Jones? No, it's just C. Jones.
Okay, just C. Jones. My bad.
I got two middle names, though.
You do?
I'm real ghetto.
Well, dang, now I feel bad because my two youngest got two middle names.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. They not ghetto. I'm ghetto because, I got it in the era of,
in the one middle name era.
We were poverty stricken. So
I had to give you something.
Like making my name longer is going to get us out of this bug. Nah, it's nice. Going to make it harder for me to get out of class and get a job. Courtney, such and such, Jones? Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
We not hiring him.
Did they ever call you by did your people ever call you by your full name?
When I was in trouble.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. And that was a lot. So, yeah, they called me by my full name. Yeah.
Well, if y'all don't know Mr. Jones, Courtney, I would probably say he's well known here in Longview for all the listeners that are outside of the area. At one point, I believe you told me is there anybody in Longview you don't know?
Well, I don't know a lot of people. They just know me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Like, you ain't never had that before? Like being a Super One, getting you something. Mike, what's up? Yeah. What's happening, my guy?
So,
ain't you such and such sister? Sure. Yeah. I thought I would be the brother, but I ain't.
Yeah.
But no, it's I love my little old town, man.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about that too, because you born and raised. Why don't you give a little background on you? Were you born and raised here?
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Unfortunately. No. Listen, Longview, that's my stomping grounds, man. I've been doing this here for a lot of years.
Were you born here?
Yeah. Good Shepherd.
Good Shepherd.
I think I even remember the room number.
Dude, I wonder if we even had regional. I wonder what regional.
I'm not sure, bro. Bro, I didn't know anything with the south side of Longview, Texas for like the first 16 years of my life. And then I crossed 80 for the first time. Like, yo, we got some more?
There's more Longview.
Like, what is this over here? Bro, this Longview. Longview over there. Bro, that's all I knew.
Ooh.
Churches and KFC.
Hey, they was hitting though.
It went down.
Yeah, it did.
Even going to the high school, I was like, bro, we got to go out of town to go to high school. Like, no, bro, this is Longview. Like, no, it's not. Longview is the south side. It's over there.
Where'd you grow up? What street you grew up on?
A few. My first memory, Four Seasons Apartments on Green Street. Mm-hmm. Then we moved to, Four Seasons. Then we moved to Timpson Street. Then we moved to the north side. I was on North Street. Shout out to the north side. We was on North A Street. And then we moved back over here on Avalon. So I done some traveling in Longview.
Been around.
I done been around, bro.
Been around. Where'd you go to elementary, middle school?
Hey, Jody McClure, man.
Jody McClure?
I'm so hot that they told me school down. Yeah, man.
R.I.P. Jody.
Man, shout out to the Mustangs, man.
Y'all were cold at football.
Oh, my God. They swept now. We was cheating, but whatever. I went to G.K. Foster, J.L. Everhart.
G.K. Foster?
Hey.
I forgot about G.K. Foster.
What? How?
MLK? G.K. Foster on MLK?
Yeah.
Yeah, because now it's the daycare, I think.
I thought it was still GK Foster. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. I ain't been under there so long.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I went to Head Start.
Oh, okay.
What? And I'm being bad. What? Oh, shout out to Garrett TLC too. That's my first ever daycare.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
she used to always buy me ice cream because my mom was so late picking me up.
Yeah, yeah.
And not because she was working late. She just used to forget I was there. I was.
She needed a break.
Yeah, she like, bro, listen, I'm gonna come get you at 7. I close at 5. I'm coming to get him at 7. So
bring him back up there at 7.
Right. But of course, after that I went to Foster for 2 years. Like I said, we moved to the north side. I ended up going to Ford Park, met some new people. High school. After that, went to college at Texas College down there in Tyler.
Yeah.
After I left there, stayed in Tyler for a couple of years, and I moved to Houston. Then I came back, but Longview is my thing, man.
Yeah.
I love it here. A lot of people, man, I'm getting tired of Longview. I'm finna leave, huh? You'll be back, man.
Yeah.
You ain't missing that.
Just give it some time.
Right. Don't nobody even like you, really. So.
Yeah. I tell everybody, like, really, I wanted to get as far away from here as possible.
Right.
My goal was to get a scholarship to go play at the University of Maine. Mm-hmm. I don't even know why. I just want to get as far. Maine? I mean, I just want to be up north. I wanted to get away from Texas. I can't go anywhere here. I can't go anywhere in Longview without somebody knowing me or my people. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So my grandfather, they called him Joe Boy. And people would pick me out of, I mean, we'd be in a regular crowd. Oh, you must be Joe Boy's son. I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, who's your mom and daddy? Like, dang, I can't go nowhere here. So that was kind of a thing for me. I just wanted to get as far away from here as possible. End up getting to Lufkin.
As far as
Lufkin. Migrated back this way afterwards because, after I played JUCO ball there, I went to UT Tyler the year after that and moved back home before getting married. So, and I tell everybody, I don't know. Well, let me ask you first. What are things that you like about Longview?
It's just, it's home.
Yeah.
I could almost tell you almost everything that I hate about Longview, but it's just the confines of it, man. It's just the way I feel when I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm with my people. I'm surrounded by my people just in case anything go wrong. I'm not too far off. And everything is close. I don't have to drive 2 hours to get to.
Where did you live in Houston when you were there?
In Pearland, and then we moved down 521 to Fresno.
And you can't go anywhere in Houston without being on.
My cousin, shout out to Dominique Foster, man. When I first got down there, he said, "Bro, where you at?" I said, "Man, I'm off 288." He said, "Oh yeah, you right down the street." I said, "Oh yeah, send me the Addy." Send me the address. 47 minutes. Bro, we not right down the street. I gotta gas up. I gotta have a full tank of gas to come to your house. What are you talking about? And my right down the street is I'm thinking I could throw a rock and hit your house.
Right.
Like, you stand outside and wave, I can see you. That's right down the street from me because we in Longview.
Right.
Bro said, yeah, you right down the street. Send me the address. 47. Say, bro, nah, this ain't. It's not right down the street.
I got to gas up to get over
I got to hit 2 or 3 different, 288 to 60 and 60 to 45, 45. I'm like, nah, bro, I'm not doing this.
I like Houston. I don't got any love for Houston per se as far as like living there, just because I can't do that. I turn into a different person in traffic. Mm-hmm. And I think that's, if there's anything that's probably keeping me in Longview, is that I can get on a main highway here and not have to sit there for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour. Even if it's an accident, we just gonna mosey around that thing. We're gonna take a different street, get right back on and be good. It may be like a 2 or 3 minute deviation, but we good. It seems like when I go to Dallas, I go to Houston, like, man, I cannot sit in the traffic, and people drive differently there. There's less care on the streets, you know what I'm saying? Like if you get run over, you just get run over. Like, hey, I'm turning in the lane. I don't care what you got going on. Just get out of the way so I can,
But you heard what the Russian said on Rocky, if he dies, he dies. Yeah. you out here playing with us. This is our highway. You're not supposed to be out here walking no way. If you get hit, you get hit. That's just whatever. No, but I love Houston though because after a while, like after living down there for a couple of years, you learn when to like, all right, be on the road. If not, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like I tell my people that come down there, like, hey, listen, if you ain't got everything done by 4:30, just gonna go to the house.
Just gonna because
you ain't gonna make it. Yeah, you ain't gonna make it. 16
not back in
East,
time for dinner.
45. Oh yeah, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
You can really, lose your marriage or your relationship because it's used to traffic. Like, where you at? I'm in traffic. No, you not. Yo, what's up? I'm telling you, I'm sitting behind this red Altima. Like, buddy been in here smoking the same. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe you. I'm telling you where I'm at.
Well, Head, my brother, he almost got shot in traffic.
Did
there. He, and actually, he'll be on next time. I'm gonna ask him to tell this story too. He would. So I ain't gonna give it all, but there was a guy, they were just trying to get in and get on to, I think, 288 or something like that. The guy wouldn't let him on. The friends that he was with, they were in the front. He was in the back. The dude didn't know he was back there. He just pulled out a gun because they were arguing at wherever they stopped. He pulled out a gun, pow, right into the back.
Head ain't never told me that.
Yeah, it's a picture on Facebook, actually.
He been selling me all these cars. He ain't turned me no person. I think we supposed to be better friends than that.
Speaking of which, man, I want to say, publicly, man, I appreciate you, supporting the Johnson business, man. Not only buying the house with me, but you done bought several cars.
Yeah.
Several cars with my brother.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I appreciate you. Trusting us like that.
I mean, it's the values, man. I know y'all people, especially your pops, and your pops done help me, not, physically, just a couple of words here and there, man, and just, help me maintain who I am as a person. Like, I know, what I'm saying, what he's teaching y'all.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I'm going to go to somebody I can trust and that, they're going to be about their business.
Right. Right.
So,
I appreciate it, man. I definitely appreciate it, and kind of one of the things. Just wanted to kind of talk about today. We have a unique perspective.
Mm-hmm.
What I have found, and this is primarily anecdotal, but I haven't seen it anywhere else either. As far as if y'all can't tell, both of us are black men, young black men.
If you can't tell, I'm black. Even though the black and white screen, because we didn't have color all the time. We didn't even have a vertical hole sometimes. But if you can't tell, I'm black.
Did y'all have the bunny ears?
We did.
We had a hanger.
I was the bunny ears sometimes.
You was holding them back
for at least 6 months of my life.
And
I thought
you better not move,
bro. Listen, for 6 months of my life, I thought I was gonna be an airplane coordinator with the
not the cones, with those little things.
Yeah, the Star Wars lances. I like, bro, you
with the lightsaber.
7 signals to one airplane. You can't do that. Somebody's finna crash.
Oh man, we had it. I can't say that it was just bad, but we were country. We're country folks, so we made do with a lot of things. I remember our TV, the first TV I remember having, the knob came off. We had to turn the channel with catfish skinners.
Oh, for real? We had some pliers, and we
pliers?
just had the pliers stuck on there. Just grip that thing, turn it like that, bro. Put it on channel 3. Grandma, the Westerns ain't on.
The Westerns ain't on.
Can we watch football?
I don't even remember what we were watching. I just, but I was actually fascinated. When you're young, you don't realize that you don't have a lot. It ain't till you start getting older that you realize, oh wait, there's a whole lot more out here.
I think our imagination was better back then.
Yeah,
we came up with so much stuff to do.
You had no choice though.
Right.
You kind of forced it to it. Sometimes that makes me think, as far as like options. If options are always good,
right?
Like I get on Netflix now, and it's great. I got a bunch of movies. Then I kind of get there looking, I'm like, well, what am I gonna watch? You know what I'm saying? Out of all this, I don't feel good about the options. I've got too many options,
right? At
some point, I just kind of need it narrowed down, and then let me, go from there. And then also too, we starting to see. I feel like it's kind of working in reverse in our society, in my opinion. That, hey, we got too many options. Everybody believes that they should have options. And I think there's a misunderstanding of freedom. You know, you can be free to do anything, but should you be free to do anything? I think there's a big difference.
Just because you could do something don't mean you should do something.
Yeah.
In real life. I think one of our, and it's no fault of our own, I mean, we just trying to be better parents. Like, yo, I don't want you to go through what I go through. But then, too, it kind of made me who I am, so you might need to see some of this, you know what I'm saying? I need you to, don't be in the house playing the game all day. Go outside. Stay outside.
Yeah.
You got phones and iPads and like, bro, I couldn't find my partners until I seen like 9 bikes in the yard. Oh, they all at Randy's house. So yeah, we're finna go to Randy's house. And we played real football, real basketball. Now it's 2K and Madden. And like, bro, y'all ain't getting no skills after this. Daddy, you want to play football? Yeah, let's go. It's in the room. No, it's not. It's outside. What are you talking about?
But I had, so like yesterday I posted a video of us, going to the park. And I was telling my wife, Alicia, yesterday that I kind of had to refocus, because most days they're with me while I'm working. But I had to take a step back and realize, like, it's easier for me to just, they say, hey, I want to go watch TV. Okay, I got a quiet few moments. And then a few moments turn into a few hours. And then all of a sudden the day is gone. And then I don't even realize that I'm being conditioned as well. Mm-hmm. Like, hey, if I just go let them watch TV, I can catch up on my work without distraction, And through my desire to have things easier, I'm actually hindering them, because, okay, if I don't turn the TV on, what they gonna want? They gonna want my attention. They gonna want to go outside. They go outside. Mine are 2 and 4. They likely to get in something. They may hurt themselves. I got to stop myself, go outside, and do all these different things, to help them. And in my mind, I'm like, man, but I need to get work done. If you don't work, you don't eat. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta work. But then also too, part of my other job, another part of my job is making sure that they have the skills and the abilities to be able to do things that they will be productive for them in life. And part of that is just being able to get outside and exercise. I be exhausted. I get exhausted, so I don't want to go outside. Okay, hey, I don't want to go outside no more. Y'all go outside by yourself. Right. But right now they're still at the age where they need some guidance, and I'm like, okay, it's actually not on them, it's on me.
Well, see, with that being said, bro, I think you just a whole better parent than me, because my daughter's, Daddy, what we doing today? I was kind of hoping you stayed asleep the whole day.
And it's different with boys and girls too, because you just have.
I got 2 girls.
You got 2 girls.
15 and 11.
They say the players get girls.
I'm sorry. Yikes! Don't believe that, ladies. But I do have a history. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was out there a little bit, just a smidgen.
How old are your girls?
15 and 11.
Man,
both born in September, like the same week, September 12th and September 18th.
What's it like having a teenager?
Horrible.
I'm gonna cut that part out.
No. Listen. Matter of fact, I need you to make this the best part of the video. Listen.
Look, you gotta get the camera. Where's my camera? This is my camera right here.
Check me out, man. Teenage girls know everything. Let them know everything, right? Let them go bump their head against several walls and come back to you and be like, Daddy, you was right. Because I'm not able to tell my daughter nothing. Nothing.
Well.
Hey, baby girl, don't put that right there. It's going to fall. I got it, Daddy. All right, cool. Boom. It wasn't supposed to fall. I told you it was going to fall. And she just, I love her to death. I love that she's creative and she has an imagination, but it's too far.
Yeah.
Like her whole world, sometimes it's her reality. Is like, Daddy, I think we should go buy a unicorn. First of all, what?
Why?
Unicorns don't exist. Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
They do in my world.
All right, cool. Well, how much they cost?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What's their price tag?
So I can tell you no.
And are you working?
She's not.
Man, well, I think it's important also too that we address, one of the most important, maybe not important, but one of the most notable things here in Longview, Lobo football. And you played. What years did you play?
97 to 01.
97 to 01.
Yeah.
Okay. Did they win state right before you?
97 is when we went to state.
97 is when you went to state. Okay.
Yeah. Got moved up. Played some ball. We had some great years, and then my senior year, oh my God, that was 2000. And I say 01. Well, 01 is when I graduated. So
right.
2000.
I got you. I'm with you.
Yeah, that 2000 season was new coach, new athletic director. They were very, very cool. We just
is that when Collins came in?
Yeah, that's when Collins and Kim came in, and we just couldn't adapt to what they wanted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we were used to spread, running it, flinging that thing around. They want to condense everything and run option. I'm like, bro, we ain't gonna make it. We went 3-7.
Oh man, who's y'all quarterback?
Was it Joel? It was Joel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Joel, but that was before, he started flourishing.
Yeah.
Shout out to Joel Armstrong, man. I think he one of the best to come through as far as production-wise.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, he was a running quarterback. Well, yeah, he had to run the ball. That's what they asked him to do.
That's the offense.
Yeah, that's what they asked him to do. But the rest of us is like, bro, this is not what we used to. We really don't want to do this. And you can see it in the games, man. Third and fourth quarter, we were down by a touchdown. You'll think we down by, 40 points.
Just by the demeanor of the team?
Yeah, it's just, I think a lot of people just want to get out of there and just, it's like, hey, man, it's my last year, whatever. And I was like, bro, it's our last year.
Right.
Nah.
What position you play?
I play receiver. Play H-back. Slot receiver. Behind my big brother, Dexter Daniels, Butterball.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Was number. He swerving down. He made me as great as I am. But I was doing this way before we became. You know what I mean? He said, "Would you play my position and wore my number?" I was doing that for me.
Right.
21, my favorite number. Deion Sanders, my favorite player of all time. So
okay.
Yeah. So I was gonna wear 21. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. You wasn't as fast as me, and you can't break tackles like me. We debate this all the time. So it's. He had his qualities and I had mine, but he don't tell nobody this. I think he's top 5, like one of the greats.
Really?
In Longview history, man. I don't recall him getting caught on. I don't recall nobody like really, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Attacking him, going after him. I don't think it was a challenge he didn't step up to. He just
you talking about Butterball?
Yeah.
He played defense too?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Right.
So you saying top 5 on defense or top 5
as just a player period?
Just a player period.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because there was a lot of people that didn't know couldn't do what he did. He also returned kicks too.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he returned punts. He just couldn't stay up. He was clumsy. Butterball will catch a punt, break 37 tackles, and then fall on the grass. Like what? How you do
happened,
that?
bro?
Yeah.
The grass monster got him.
Mm-hmm.
But I know my guy, man. He's a superb athlete. Just athleticism in general.
Yeah.
Because he do a lot of that. The first time I met him, of course, playing basketball. But then I would hear, of course, things he would do on the football field. I think I didn't start paying attention to football like until probably a year or two after you got out, because I started playing football 7th grade.
Oh, okay.
When we were at the games, this is one thing I hate for young people now. We would come across the bridge over there by the aquatic center and sit on the hill.
Yeah.
But we would be playing the whole time.
Right.
I never paid attention to who was on the field, because we were playing throw up tackle the whole time over there.
But that's what you're supposed to do.
That's what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? But now they don't get that opportunity no more.
They don't?
No, they don't let you come across and sit on the hill where on the north end of the field. Right. They don't let you do that no more.
Oh,
everybody's in the seats and the tickets, what's it, the bleacher creatures? Yeah, I don't even see that no more. That's
horrible.
Yeah. To me it is.
I mean, maybe they seen something and, decide to try to make it better, or I don't know. I don't see what was wrong with that, though.
Yeah, me neither. Maybe it's want everybody to pay, because I don't think we paid.
Nah,
You just go.
I was a kid. What I need to pay for? But I'm in here playing football.
Well, my parents brought me, so they were
Oh,
just
yeah.
like,
So,
y'all over here getting free.
and as soon as we caught one of the little plastic footballs, hey, I got one.
Yeah, we going up there. Leaving that game dirty.
Oh, what?
You know, but I enjoyed it. You know, a lot of those different things. Like you said, creativity get a chance to come out. Do you think, did you get a chance to watch this year's state team? Did you go to the game?
I saw a few games.
Yeah. Do you think they're one of the better teams to come through? I know it's not a sports show. We're gonna talk about your home buying in just a little bit, but this, you know, since I got a Longview native here, and
I was impressed by the amount of heart they showed. Like they were some small guys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, no knock on them. You know, that's just how it is nowadays. But bro, it's just I said these dudes just finna get ran through.
And they did not.
And boys, y'all got me, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Very proud of them.
Their mindset, their heart was different. I said, oh, yeah, I love it here.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I didn't expect them to make the run that they made.
They sure enough did it.
I like, bro, listen, they real life out here playing football.
I think there was a great representation of what people believe Longview, especially football, is supposed to be.
Right.
You know, I seen a lot of dudes with probably less talent, but tons of heart and grit, you know, come through Longview. That I'm super proud of. Even seeing some of these young guys make it to the NFL, you know, it's really awesome to see. We've had some greats come through here, and now these guys continuing. So, Longview Lobo football. Hope y'all bounce back next year. Hope you're able to, you know, to continue doing great things. You miss those days?
Yes.
Yeah.
All of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For people that didn't get a chance to play sports, especially football, what is it about football that you miss particularly?
In real life?
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I'm finna show you I'm more man than you. Just taking somebody's spirit, they whole.
Yeah.
They like, bro, hey, listen, we running right here. And I'm finna block you.
Ain't nothing you can do
about it. It's like, huh? Yeah, we on our way. Then you expect on the other side, well, come on then. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But once you
get a chance to test and see what you're really about. You know what I'm saying? Do I really have inside of me what I think I have?
Are you as good as you say you are?
Yeah. Yeah.
We finna find out. Hey, that film don't lie.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't.
So after the game, Saturday morning, Sunday morning, when we go in for film, hey, coach, I was where I was supposed to be. Film said you was 20 yards downfield. I don't even know why did you have a route to run? Like, you supposed to be blocking.
Right.
Whatever, you know. But no, just the camaraderie with the fellas, man, and just, you know, being the icons of the school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just, hey. A lot of people didn't like us because they felt like we had it easy. Nah, we actually had it harder than a lot of people. Mm-hmm. We had it harder than the rest of the school, except for other athletes, because people think, all right, well, you know, y'all got a game on Friday, y'all play over here, you know, you take off on Wednesday. Like, bro, the stuff that you got to turn in, I still got to turn in at the same time. I got less time to research, I got less time to study.
Less energy because you're exhausted.
I got practice in the middle of the day. Then I go back to class. Then I got another practice. Then I got to go home. Do this homework. Right. It's tough.
Yeah.
Now, y'all got to eat. Y'all get to leave, and you doing all this. Y'all get special privilege. No, we don't.
Yeah. It's always green on the other side, though.
That's what they say.
Yeah. I know I remember that, and I just, you know, being able to hoop here in college and everything, but because you still have the same expectations as a student, but now you got the pressure of being an athlete, and especially if you get on the field. Here in Long, I do want to implore Longview fans, you know, to be realistic in their fandom. Like, sometimes they have expectations of young men.
It's never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen.
It may not, but I'm gonna say it out loud. That some of y'all are really tripping when y'all get on Facebook. And y'all are fussing at, you know, calling young men dumb and things like that for not making the proper plays. They're learning the game. You know, they're not professionals. They don't do this all day long. They do this for a good portion of the day. There has to be proper expectations. Should you keep your expectations high? Yeah, you still want them to perform, but you don't have to talk down on a child. At the end of the day, even if these are big 6'4", 6'5", 6'6" boys that are out, they may be bigger than me, maybe bigger than all of us, but they're still children at the end of the day, and they need more support than they need criticism at this age, I think that would be my only critique of Longview fandom.
Now, my only critique is 3 words. Go do it.
Go do it.
you
if
know,
it's really that,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Go do it.
Yeah.
Go line it up. You know what I'm saying? Go to these spring practices. Go to these tour days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you criticize any and everything. You criticize King. You criticize his coaching style, the play calling. Then you criticize the players.
Nobody knows what they're doing.
Bro, go do it.
Yeah.
I just want to see you do it.
Yeah.
You better not mess up one time.
Right.
Don't mess up not one time.
Don't give up no play. Don't miss no block.
Nah, I don't want to hear none of that. Go do it, and it better be perfect.
Yeah.
That's all I can tell.
And the film ain't gonna lie.
The film ain't gonna lie. It ain't gonna say nothing, but it ain't gonna lie. Yeah. Hey, I thought you could do that.
Yeah.
I did do it.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, bro.
No.
You were horrible.
Yeah, but I do know that Longview they just care a lot about their sports,
Yeah.
So I can appreciate where it's coming from. As adults, of course, we got to be leaders. And speaking of that, moving into the reason why we got you on the show today.
Oh, this ain't a sports show.
No, this is not a sports show, but we might as well
ask me about my sons and Kevin Durant.
Yeah, the Suns.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they flamed out. Dang. Sorry, man.
I mean, appreciate you for having me.
The Suns flamed out on, which I mean, I wish they wouldn't have fired Monty. I think they end up saying, "Hey, we're gonna stick with 8."
You know what this is. You know what this is, bro.
They had to blame somebody.
Exactly.
Scapegoat.
But they should have blamed 8.
Yeah.
Okay, listen, we finna get back to these homes and everything.
No, you good. You good.
Because I'll be all day talking about this.
You good. You good. We
3-hour podcast.
Right. We may need a Joe Rogan style.
Hey, listen, 75 minutes of me
talking about the Sun. I got a lot of critiques, man. If people don't know, I play basketball. I love basketball. I especially love NBA. I love NBA playoffs more than anything. I've been watching, even last night, because I think it's good I think sports is good for our society. Sometimes it's hard to not get wrapped up in sports. I tell everybody, even though it felt like sports lifted me so high, it actually caused probably the greatest crash, because I didn't know how to function without it, But man, you learn so many lessons.
Did you say you don't get wrapped up in it?
What do you mean?
Like you don't get wrapped up in basketball?
No, not anymore. Man, they used to be bad.
You do know I come to the Rock on Monday and Wednesday morning.
Yeah, man. And for the most part, for a while I used to leave after an hour
to go get the boys.
And most of the time I wouldn't make it back.
On purpose?
No, sometimes I just went. And that's what I'm saying. I started noticing that there was something not good was happening in me, because I had spent a lot of time away from the game. And then when I got back, I wasn't as good as I remembered being. I was heavy, all these things, So I was just kind of feeling my way back into the game. And after I got reacclimated, started getting my timing down.
Right.
The competitiveness came back too, and so I'm juggling being a competitor, which comes to me naturally, and being a supportive husband and dad. And so I would get frustrated having to go pick up the boys. The boys would come back to the gym with me. It'd be great if I could go and come back in 30 minutes, so at least you could get to work. But it just hardly ever happened, and I would be so frustrated.
You said when you're in Houston traffic, you turn into another person. You do that on the court too.
Oh yeah,
yeah, you're a whole different.
Yeah, and I have to, bro. Like I really do have to.
Mike is not. He's not mild-mannered on the court. He's a
I'm
great guy to
least
hang with. On some day-to-day stuff, buying a house, just the professionalism and, you know what I'm saying, being a husband and just being Mike, but on the court.
But sometimes, I feel like how you were talking about, like, hey, I get a chance to look this person in the eye, and I'm about to test what's really inside of me. Mm-hmm. I trained, I've done all these things, now I get a chance to see if it's actually what I think it is. Do I have the skills? Do I have the heart that I think I do? I get a chance to test this, and basketball is just an easy way for me to gauge that. Like, hey, I'm not only just being an athlete. Like I'm reading this person, I'm studying, I'm building up other players, you know, as I'm doing this, all to reach a particular goal.
Right.
It's a goal that I understand easily.
Yeah. 21. We played to 21 at the Rock. That's the goal that he's trying to reach. The last game to 30.
That's it.
The last game to 30. That's it. That's those are the goals we're trying to reach. So we're doing all this.
Hey, it's just math, you know. It's
but the
easy.
math be mathing, though.
The math be mathing, man. You know, all those things I miss. I kind of miss the glory days. I want to make sure that we got well-rounded people out here, though, and that's a big reason why. Actually, why we got the show. That's a good segue. Because you're a little different from my situation. I was married when I bought a house, even though it was totally different for me. So I tell everybody, when we bought a house, I didn't know anybody at the time that had recently bought a house that's like my age.
Right.
And my dad, him and my grandfather, they built our house as him and my mom were getting married several years before I was born. They had a total different experience in becoming homeowners than I did. So I kind of felt my way. It felt like I was feeling my way through the dark a little bit. And when we had some negative experiences, and I was able to become an agent. If y'all want to hear the story of how I became an agent, check out episode number 3 from this season. Really great story. After I
this
became
is a
an
seasonal
agent.
thing?
Yeah, man. I'm on season number 3.
I didn't know you had no
Yeah,
season.
man.
What
yeah.
was I at season 1?
Season 1 happened during the pandemic, early on in the pandemic, so there was like a big gap in between.
So
there.
because I didn't have a house, I couldn't come on?
No, you could have came on.
What was we going to talk about?
Like I said, we just hadn't got to that point yet.
What was we going to talk about, though,
I don't
if
know.
it wasn't a house thing?
We can talk about all the houses that were out there.
Had some great houses.
We
I
did,
still want to
man.
go back to Wildwood, bro. I'm just gonna go see how Buddy doing.
Yeah. Just hey, man.
Yeah. Oh my God, that was rare though, cause I knew it. You know, going into the whole house hunting thing, that you know you're not gonna find your house within like the first 2, 3, 4 houses.
Mm-hmm. It was there.
It was there. Wait, hold on. This it? Let me get it.
Yeah.
No. It's back on the market. Let me get it.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
I was hurt.
Yeah.
I think that was the second house we looked at. Maybe the third.
One it was in the top.
It was in the top 5.
It was in the top 5.
It was early. I was like, oh yeah, this shit. I don't want to look at nothing else.
Right. Man, you had quite a journey though, you know.
I did.
And so just from my perspective, you're a single black man. I know that you are with somebody.
I got a fiance.
You got a fiance. Congratulations to you on that.
Appreciate you.
Shout out to the future Mrs. At the time though, when we started though, I don't think that y'all were together even at that time when we first had a conversation.
The first conversation we had, and I told you, I said, Mike, I'm gonna give me a little bit, and I'm gonna come to you.
Don't tell the whole story yet. Don't tell the whole story yet. Okay, we gonna go through it. Okay, because that's kind of the reason. Because I want to go through the progression.
Talking. I just got my heart broke.
Oh really?
Yeah.
And so you called me. And you were like, hey man, I want to buy a house, and then we ended up sitting down and kind of going through the process. I don't know if you remember that time we came up here.
Yeah.
We set a time. Hey, we will come up here and talk.
Right.
But before you did, what was your inspiration? Do you remember what your inspiration was for wanting to buy a house?
Yeah. My children.
Children, got you.
They just, we know what this thing called life is, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough.
Yeah.
And, even for the toughest of us.
Yep.
And we all need that sometimes. I just need a helping hand type thing. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to go back home and start over and try to, work things out. Because life it's going to hit you. And it's going to knock you down.
Yep.
And it's what you do after. It's what matters. So I expect my children to get knocked down, and I expect them to have hard times. So, when they, Dad, it's rough out here. All right, come home.
Mm-hmm.
Come on to the crib. We good. Start over, and do whatever it is you need to do. And we'll get you back out there. But that was the ultimate inspiration for me, man. So my children could have. I don't need them depending on anyone else. You know what I'm saying? I would love for them to be married, have a significant other. Live the fairy tale ending. But man, it doesn't work that way all the time. So
Right.
Just in case something happens between them, they split or whatever, and he kicks her out, and I'm gonna go home then.
Yeah.
So right.
Hope for the worst. I mean, hope for the best, but prepare for the worst.
Right.
Kind of thing. And then also too, I guess you get a chance to exemplify to them, like, hey, even though You see Dad got knocked down. I can tell you a story of how I got knocked down.
Right.
This is how I had to eventually climb my way back up.
Right. Yeah, it's not an easy story to tell, man. You know, went through some things, and not necessarily proud of, but you know, it's just it happens. It's life. You just tried to make the best decisions that you could at the time when you were making them. So,
knowledge and wisdom really come into play in those situations too, like being able to have the right knowledge to make the better decision. Because I remember when we started, you know, if you don't mind me saying, like I think probably your biggest hindrance at the time was your credit score.
I think my biggest hidden, no,
because you apply. I think
it was my ignorance.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
True,
it was me not knowing. Like, I'm thinking, hey, bro, you know, I'm gonna buy a house. Like, I got this amount of money, this right here. They not gonna turn me down. Hey, bro, let me get this house. That's not how it works, man. You gotta do this. You gotta do that. Do this. Do this. Like, wait, what? Nah, I just want to buy a house. No, this is part of it. Okay, wait a minute.
Because anything else, if you want to buy it, you just go up there
and buy
it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that makes sense. Like logically up front, hey, I want to buy a house. I'm gonna go buy a house. I think the thing that the reason why I kind of started doing things the way that I do them is because I felt like that too. I remember Alicia and I, when we moved out of the duplex, we moved in with my in-laws, and our goal was to save $10,000 for a down payment. I don't know why $10,000 was the number. Looking back now, you know, it just sounded good. Hey, we'll save everything we're paying in rent. We're gonna save it for the next several months, and then we'll have $10,000.
Right.
Not knowing like that really was not helping our situation as much as I thought it would.
Right.
You know, so when I went through that experience, and then I come to find out, oh, hey, wait a minute, that was actually not the route to take. I was like, okay, I gotta, for my people especially, you know. And I when I talk to people about this, I'm not going to sugarcoat that I am a black man.
Right.
I have a different experience from a lot of different people. It's not I'm not making any excuses. I'm not asking for your sympathy. I am asking for your understanding, and that, hey, I may need a little more education because I may not see as many people buying a house like other groups of people in our nation. You know, I knew several people that grew up in homes, but they didn't own them.
Right.
I knew a lot of people that rented their house. And that's something that I can understand. We walked into renting easily. Home ownership
is different.
It's much different.
It's a whole different.
It's much different.
Yeah.
And I think so when we got started, I think back at our meeting up here, and we drew out a plan. Do you mind sharing anything that because what I found out about y'all, one thing that I found about Jones is that he's not going to go and not bring anybody with him. I think I appreciate that about you the most. Young guys that you get a chance to talk to, if there's anybody that I've ever had the most referrals from, it's you. Hey, you need to go talk to Mike. Hey, Mike, I got this person on the phone. He's not even the person to be like, hey, I'm going to give you this number. He's like, oh, you think about buying a house? Let me call Mike right now. While we in a 3-way call. But I noticed that you don't like leaving people behind.
Nah.
You know, where does that come from for you?
Bro, I've been there.
Yeah.
To where I didn't have nobody.
Yeah.
To where it wasn't a helping hand. This process that I had, other than you, I had no helping hand.
Yeah.
Again, like I said, my ignorance was my biggest obstacle because I didn't know nothing.
Right.
But nobody in my family. Shout out to my family. I love y'all, but we never did this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm on the north side of town. Everybody that I know and love is in the south.
The Waffle House over there too.
It is. I'm going there after this. I'm going. You going?
No, I ain't going.
Okay, cool. You sure?
I wish I could, but I can't. I got an appointment right after this.
Okay, cool. I'll bring you something.
Yeah, you're my man.
No, but my upbringing, man, is just why do it yourself? I mean, it's a lot of reasons to help other people.
Yeah.
I don't want to, like I tell people all the time, man, they come visit my house, I'm like, man, you got a great house. I said, bro, they got houses out here. You can move out here.
Yep.
I need neighbors.
Yeah.
I want to see familiar faces.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I want us all to win, bro.
Right.
It's enough out here for everybody
to win.
My brother, shout out to my brother Jason Bradley, man. He told me that when I first started doing taxes, he said, bro, I don't want none of your money. I want you to win. He said, there's enough money out here for everybody. I'm not going to steal your money. I ain't going to take your money. He said, you can check whatever you want to check. And I'm like, bro, yeah, I feel that.
People, man.
Yeah, that's why, I hang with people like yourself and your brother. And like, bro, y'all know what it is?
Yeah.
Y'all know what's out here. It's plenty of money.
Yeah.
Plenty of houses, plenty of cars. We can all shine together.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I bring people with me, man, because I want people to experience and feel the way that I feel when I wake up every morning.
Right.
I walk outside to the top of my steps every morning, man, and just
take it in.
It's a different type of, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a different feeling. It's a different type of winning, man.
It really is.
You know what I'm saying? Some people think they're winning because, they got the best slab in the city, the best rims, the biggest rims, or, they shoe collection, or, how many chicks they did, whatever. But my level of winning is like, I want the team to be on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is something I can share with the team.
Right.
And I tell anybody, bro, y'all welcome to my house. Just make sure I'm there. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure I'm there for you.
For real.
Don't just up and stop by because you're gonna get your feelings hurt.
Right.
I'm gonna be in the doorway drinking coffee, looking at you and telling you I'm not at home. Bro, you open the door. I'm not here, bro. You didn't call first, so but I definitely want you to win.
This is a hologram you looking at.
Yeah.
I ain't here.
Jones, you gonna open the door? Did you call? Do we have an appointment?
Right.
You just can't be popping up like that, bro. But what is it for us to be great, man?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just I love
all
being
around
in everything.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to be great in just sports. You be a great father. Be a great person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you're not a leader, be a great follower.
Mm-hmm. That's important. That's an important thing.
It is.
Everybody can't be a chief.
But, and I'm not even saying I'm a chief, but I think I was thrust into a role of, bro, a lot of people see me and a lot of people look at me and a lot of people wonder, bro, how in the hell? Let me teach you. Because I learned through these experiences that I've gone through. I've seen some things. I know some stuff that you don't know. What's the use of having knowledge you ain't gonna share?
Right. Because I think early you took a route, after we talked, you said, hey man, you said something to me that I really just kind of had to sit back and watch, and I part of my business strategy now is to give people the tools, and then I observe when people are really serious about something, you can tell.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I remember early on, there was some credit issues. Not necessarily that you had terrible credit, but there were things, because people don't understand that it's not just what's your credit score, or there's debt to income ratio, what kind of things you have on your credit, and you decided, hey, I'm gonna take a route to build it up.
Right.
And you really called me like every 3 months.
Yeah.
Hey man, this is my progress. Is there anything that you that you remember or that you would feel willing to share, like things that you feel like if you could go back, hindsight being 2020, go educate younger Courtney Jones on things maybe to stay away from on your credit wise that would have helped you moving forward?
Yeah, a lot of things. You make a lot of moves that you don't think will affect your credit, and then you get to looking at it like, bro, I forgot I even did all that. You know what I'm saying? People thinking that our mindset, man, for lack of a better word, man, in the hood is just, bro, if I miss one payment, they ain't gonna take the car, but I'll catch up with it next time. Now that credit is catching up with you now.
Right.
If I can shout out one more person, Mr. John Brown, I ain't gonna say his real name, but John Brown on Facebook, he always speaks on credit. A lot of people don't listen to him.
Right.
Nah, bro, he on to something. People think because if you got $850 million, you can just go do what you want. Like, nah, bro, It's not like that.
Right.
I would rather have a 800 something credit score as opposed to, you know what I'm saying? Because you'll be able to maneuver a lot better. Keep your credit balanced. Like, always check on it. Because if you don't, it's going to start slipping and fading. And by the time you get to the process to where you want to go do something and maybe buy a house, like, now you got to go catch up.
Right.
So now that's going to make this process even longer than what it's supposed to be. Because you weren't paying attention to what you were supposed to pay attention to.
And I think your process ended up being, like, all together from, like, the time we talked to the time that you closed on the house. I think it was almost like 2 years, huh?
And that's because I was thinking in the mindset of money. Like, yo, let me save this amount of money up, and then I go buy the house.
And it is important.
It is. But it's in the grand scheme of things, it's minor. It's not as big as, you know, in your head it's big.
Yeah.
To real estate, it's not big.
Yeah.
That credit is big. Your consistency is big.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Which your what was it called?
The debt to income ratio.
Debt to income. That's big. It's not really the money. Now the money can it makes a play in the thing. You know what I'm saying? But that credit, that debt to income, you know, your job stability and things like that, that's what they looking for. They finna search through your whole life. These lenders are saying, bro, if I'm finna let you borrow $400,000, I need to know everything about you.
Right.
What
and
color?
That's how I always feel too.
What color were the pants you had on the third day of your 4th grade year in school? Like, what? They were green. I remember that. Like, you still got your lunch money from the 6th grade? Like, I do. Right. Like, they want to know. Like,
show me proof.
Man, I'm finna give you this money. I gotta know that you finna pay me back. So, you know, if you don't pay these people back, I know you ain't paying me back. You got a car that's $30,000. You done missed 7 payments. You finna miss this mortgage,
right?
Because this mortgage finna be $2,000 plus.
And I tell people all the time, like, banks are not in the real estate industry. They're not in the real estate business. They're trying to make money on their money. So they do everything they can to protect and mitigate their risk up front. I'm putting you through a strenuous pre-approval and approval process. I'm putting you through a strenuous underwriting process, so that at the end of this, when I get to this, if you checked all these boxes, people that have checked all these boxes normally end up doing what we need them to do.
Man, listen, the underwriting.
Oh my God.
Say, man, listen to me. He said it was a 2-year process. I give him that. I think 8 months of that was the underwriting process. They came up with so much stuff. Like, I think they made boxes as we, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, we're going to give them these 2, and then next month we're going to come up with something else.
Yeah.
You got any bushes in front of your house? What? When was the last time you trimmed them? Oh, 2 days ago. All right, cool.
You were W-2 work. You had a W-2, and then were you 1099 also?
Yeah, I had 1099 because that's for me and my brother and I. Again, shout out to Elite Tax Solutions, man. We had the city on fire. Yeah. But I was doing taxes with my brother and my cousin. We was just and for me it was just extra income on the side. It wasn't something that I was gonna think about doing long term or whatever. And unfortunately, it got cut short. But bro, that.
It's funny because they brought you such great opportunity on the money side, right? But then on the underwriting side, it's like, I mean, that's with anybody. I tell anybody, if you can be working a W-2 job, and probably within the next 60 days they'll qualify you with your W-2 work, pay stubs and everything. 1099, you got to have like 2 years of proving.
I think underwriters are worse than the IRS.
In the real estate industry, I think there's probably, as far as probably like top disliked, I ain't gonna say hated, is a strong word, but disliked, it's like underwriters and then appraisers. You know, people just can't stand under, because everything can be going so great, and then the underwriter come and hit you with something that seems minuscule to us. Yeah, it seems like something that's not, that important. Like, hey, why are we making a big deal about this? Right. I do understand on the other side, like, hey, if I had $400,000 on the line, yeah, I probably would be like, hey, you need to, I'm gonna create a few boxes for you if I don't know for sure that you know.
But see, I had to learn that as well. Like, me now being the owner of my business, I had to think back when I was just a regular worker, like, yo, this is stupid. Why they got us doing this? It's retarded, whatever. And now that I'm, actually in the driver's seat, it's like, I see why they doing this stuff. And now I think back to the younger me and like, yo, I was a butthole. Like, bro, I would have fired me a long time ago. I would have fired me, bro, a long time ago. Like, bro, get out.
I think it's important for every young man, especially young black man, to have some kind of business as a youth. Like, if you selling candy, if you're going around washing cars, cutting yards, or anything like that, I think every young man should experience that feeling of, hey, it's on you. You know what I'm saying? Because then you are more conscious of who I'm connecting with,
right?
Who I'm associating with. Because once you get a taste of making good money, and some of the liberty that grants you when you're able to, hey, move how I want to move, I can buy what I want to buy, I can eat what I want to eat. You don't want to let that go so easily, and you don't want anybody to come through it and mess that up. Well, I say that, and we were just talking about John Moran, all the thing. Yeah, it's like, come on, man.
I still need T. Moran to go over his house and start choking him. You fumbling right now, bro. This ain't.
If I gotta drag you across the finish line, you gonna.
And you his daddy. You got that opportunity. You supposed to do that.
Yeah.
You're supposed to go over there and put him in the chokehold.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what's up? You all right?
Yeah.
Did I teach you this?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, you need new friends. Only hang out with your basketball friends. Don't hang out with these. You're not allowed to hang out there. Matter of fact, if I see him over here, I'm gonna shoot him.
Right. Since we playing with guns.
Yeah, you let me play with the guns. I'll play with the guns. You running gun on the court. That's your only gun in running. Yeah. I hear about any shots you done took, it better be from 35 feet on some end of the quarter type stuff. You better be putting up from 30.
For real.
Yeah, I'm not. No.
It's important. And I think, man, so part of the reason, why I want to have this discussion, why we'll have a discussion with my brother next week is because I think there needs to be more of us.
Can I sit in on that? I think your brother is very interesting.
Yeah. You're more than welcome. You're more than welcome.
He was selling me a car. I was buying another car, another Charger. I was pretty much doing my upgrade like I usually do. And he comes out there, he's like, yeah, man, I ain't worked out in so long, and saw a weight vest. He said, man, let me get that. I said, bro, you don't work out. What you need the weight vest for? He said, because it's going to inspire me to work out. And I think I seen him wearing it on the fishing trip. I said, bro, that's not what the weight vest is for. He said, I could be wrong. He might have wasn't wearing that vest, but it looked like it. I'm like, bro, is that my vest that I gave him?
It's funny because he bought a house pretty shortly after I bought one.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it was he's single, same way that you were single on paper.
Right.
Future Mrs. Jones, please don't get upset with me. I don't mean that in any slight.
Hey, listen, hold on. Hey, listen, I need anybody watching this podcast. Mike swear up and down, I don't invite him to the house. Bro, you are invited to the house anytime you want to come out. You just don't come out there.
I've been over there once.
Once to help me move a TV.
Yeah, I did.
Off my truck. And then you left.
I did. And I had to back.
No,
we went and ate breakfast.
We went and ate.
breakfast. We went to IHOP.
But that's about it, though.
Yeah, my bad. I don't do
bro, you ain't
invited
me to the house. I said, bro, come to the house.
You see, the boys came with me, and they was all over.
Because your son picked the house out.
Yeah, he did.
He's always invited.
Man, let's talk let's talk a little bit about house hunting for you, because we got through. It ended up taking a few years, and shout out to you, because without asking for it, you held yourself accountable.
Mm-hmm.
I do consider myself an accountability partner. If it's something like, hey, I want to buy a house, I'm gonna help be an accountability partner for you. I'm gonna help you build a plan. We had talked about it. We put out a plan. If you wanted to take those steps, go visit my Facebook page. There's a Google form that you can go through right now to help you start building a plan. I don't mind sitting down and helping the same way we sat down.
What was this Google plan when I needed it?
Well, yours is on paper. I didn't have it at the time. I wasn't that advanced yet. But there was a paper, 5 steps to getting pre-approved. You filled it out. You sent it back to me.
Call me if y'all need a plan. I got it. I got the plan. Don't worry about what Mike is talking about. It's gonna take more than 5 steps.
Well,
we are not Drew Hill.
It was.
Yeah.
Tell me.
Hey. You sent that to me?
Well, no, you filled it out up here. Actually, no, you didn't fill it out. You took it with you up here, and then you sent it back to me.
Okay.
You sent it back to me.
And
it's the
that.
pre-approval process. So it's getting to the place where you get approved for a loan because that's where we got your credit score.
Yeah.
You remember, I actually think it was Roberto who you first applied with.
My boy, my Savais.
Man. Roberto came. He got you the credit. Hey, these are things on your credit.
It was the short one, though. It wasn't the tall one. It was the one that played soccer, not the one that played football. Because in my head, I kept believing.
You keep trying to make him the dude you played
football with. The kicker,
yeah.
Number 48.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But he was the brother. I was like, bro, I remember you, too. His brother was cold in soccer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, little Roberto was cold in soccer.
Well, I don't know.
All heart.
I wouldn't.
Hey, listen. Skinniest thing on the field. All heart.
He could do it.
Oh, he was out there getting busy, man.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Now, we didn't have some people come through here.
Yeah.
Shout out Roberto, man.
That's so crazy. Longview, we all connected that way. But yeah, I remember, getting the first pre-approval, the first mortgage application in and, say, hey, we need to work on these things. And then you took it from there.
Yeah.
That's where I guess with this straight halfback mode where hey, Roberto handed you and then you said, hey, I'm going to go connect with some credit repair.
Yeah.
You had a friend that was in credit repair.
Oh, yeah, my guy Brandon.
Yeah.
He does credit repair, and his wife does trade lines.
Trade line, okay.
And
how did that work? Do you feel like that had a drastic effect on you?
Man, Brandon had me ready in like 4 months.
Wow.
But you have to be active. You have to follow his plan. Like, I got a couple of people I put him on to, and they're like, man, your boy ain't doing that. I'm like, bro, because you're supposed to be doing something.
Right.
You can't expect him to just dive in, see your credit. He'll tell you what you're supposed to do. You have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Brandon. He in Houston, him and his wife, man. But
I need to tag them in the videos. I get their contact info from you.
You want me to call him? I call him right now.
I know you will, but no, don't call him right now.
I need to call him so he can know.
Well, let's call him after this.
Why we can't call him now? You know how I do.
We got about 20 minutes left.
Right.
Before we.
This is gonna take 4 seconds.
Let's just tag him.
I don't know how to tag him because I don't know his last name.
I'm glad you trust him with your credit though.
Yeah, he did. I didn't know that much about him though. He just had me on my credit. All I know is I'm a
move now.
I'm a warrior type. Like I know at the end of the day what's gonna happen. Like if I send you $500, you don't do what I want you to do, I'm on my way.
Yeah.
That's just how I move.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't move like that.
Yeah. And
I'm not saying a lot of people are scary or whatever. That's just my logic. But yeah, if you're not doing what you're supposed to do, I'm finna come see about you. And I feel that way about you said when I started my journey, and I know what your thought was. Like, it sound good, bro. I ain't finna be doing that. And then I think I hit you like 4 or 5 months after that. Hey, yo, here my credit score is right now. And here what I got in the bank. Like, oh, okay. Okay, well, that's what's up. And maybe you thought that was the end of it. And then I hit you another 3 months. He was like, no, he really on this. Bro, first and foremost, I do not like to lie to people.
Yeah.
Not on purpose. If I lie to you about something, it was the information I was given. I take any accountability for anything that I did wrong, but I knew that if I was going to do this process, I just took it like, being an athlete, man. You got to take it upon yourself. Nobody's going to make you go to the weight room. Nobody's going to make you watch film. Nobody's going to make you get better.
Right.
It's going to be some closed doors. It's going to be dark. What are you doing? Because ain't nobody watching. What you going to do when ain't nobody watching?
Right. And so it's not a thing where like, oh, hey, I don't believe this person really going to do it. It's more so like in this business, sometimes I think there are some people that have wanted me to like hold their hand. And I tell people like, this is the type of business, if I don't kill it, we don't eat.
Right.
And so it's not that, hey, I don't want to, but I'm not getting paid by the hour.
Right.
I get paid when I help somebody achieve a goal.
Right.
If this person is not serious about achieving a goal, I'm not mad at you or anything like that. I've had some people that, started off hot, they kind of flamed out, they came back around. I have to give people space for that, and what was, it wasn't necessarily, I think because we didn't have business dealings. I knew you personally, but I never knew you on the business side of things. And to see your focus. It's not just, oh, hey, yeah, he said he wanted to put an application in. It was like, okay, 3 months goes by. Hey, man, this is what I got going on. Okay. Another 3 months going by. Hey, man, look at the improvement, and celebrating. It was big for me to watch you because you celebrated along the way.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like, oh, hey, yeah, I'm ready to buy a house. It was, hey, you see my credit score? Hey, check out what I just sent you. My credit score just went from this to this.
Yeah.
Those, and which I think those little things are important. It's hard to delay the gratification of, I want to buy a house now. I want to buy a house now. I should buy a house now.
Yeah.
But you delayed your gratification saying, hey, I want to buy a house now, but these are the steps I got to take.
I did some creepy stuff too, though. I used to just always drive by the houses that I wanted, like in slow motion.
Why is that creepy?
Bro, you look outside and it's the same. You see a car driving by, then 2 weeks later you see that same car driving slowing down. Like, bro, who is it?
Y'all
now you want to
out.
Yeah. And then the blue Charger I had, it kind of stuck out.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I'm
it
over
did.
there, I'm over there by Regional in that neighborhood that I showed you.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
creepily and slowly just like, bro, who is this creepy ass dude with it? In my head, I'm just trying to, keep my motivation up. Like, yo, I'm gonna be over here one day. I promise you, I'm gonna be over here one day. They looking like he finna get shot. We should. Next time he come through, we're gonna let this thing ride.
We got to.
I can believe that.
For the safety of the
what?
Now,
Yes.
I guess I can understand, because when we bought our house, during that 30-day period of closing, I think every day but like 3 days, I sat right in front. So our street is kind of a T, and the street that our house is right here where the street leads into. And I didn't even know the gentleman that lived there was a police officer. I sat in front of his house every day after I got out of work and just stared at the house. Every day for at least 30 minutes, I would just be sitting there in front of the house, parked in front of the house, and just stared at mine. And that feeling of excitement, that I'm gonna do this, I gotta get this together. Because every day it was inspirational. It was only it's not creepy from my perspective, but when I thought about them, probably like looking out the window, like, man, every day this black truck is out here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe we need to.
This creepy ass dude. That's why I was like, yeah, I did some creepy stuff, because I'm really just riding by these people's houses. They have I ain't stopped to spoke to nobody.
Right.
I ain't
Introduce yourself. Right.
I'm just sliding and looking. It's like, bro, he come through one more time. I'm gonna let this thing ring. I'm telling you. But it's just part of the process, man. It also keeps you motivated.
Yeah. It does.
Yeah,
it
so
does.
I know.
That's why I don't think it's creepy. Because it's like, I think you got to keep that thing in front of you.
It depends on the perspective, because if you lived in the neighborhood and you kept seeing it, it's creepy. Yeah. That's what I tell my people now. Listen, don't show up to my house unannounced. Because if Karen called the police, I'm with Karen.
Yeah.
CJ, it's a red truck in your yard. They ain't supposed to be there. I've already called the authorities. Good job, Karen.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Oh, you didn't introduce yourself to the neighbors?
Bro, you called the cops on me? No, I didn't, but I'm behind it. You shouldn't have showed up. You should have called first. Like you did now. Now you in trouble, you want to call, but you didn't call before you.
Right.
Technically, the neighbors on my left, they ain't never really at home, but the ones on my right, oh my God. This lady came over to my house with a cracker pie.
Really?
Yeah.
Cracker pie?
It got through away. I'm trusting that shit. A cracker pie? I didn't even know how to take that. It's a cracker pie.
Oh my God.
You put crackers in it, or because
is that the crust? I'm thinking that must be the crust or something. Like, even still, like, it would get soggy.
So fortunate enough for me, this was around Christmas time, so my girl's family was down.
Oh,
so
they got cracker pie.
I was gonna throw it away, but her sister said it was all right. She gave some to the kids, and the rest got thrown away.
Right.
But
oh yeah, because listen, you bought your house in, was it November? October.
Yeah.
So right before the holiday.
Yeah, that was my Christmas present.
Yeah.
That was my birthday and my Christmas present.
Yeah.
And my girl was like, "How you feel?" I'm standing in the kitchen naked right now. Do not judge me. It's like, what? Yep. I'm right by the
and you
stove.
can't tell me nothing either.
Nothing. Babe, don't do that. Who house is this? Oh, okay, dude. That's what I thought. Whatever.
Now, you bought your house in one of the craziest times. Pandemic hits, and the beginning of 2022 was still the market was still hot. You know, kind of when we started looking around and things like that. Yeah. You remember your house hunting process, you know, kind of your ups and downs and looking at houses.
My house hunting process, it had me like a crackhead. Like I couldn't think or see or hear nothing but houses. You know what I'm saying? I
That's so funny that you say. I really be trying to tell people like, hey, let's set the alerts on your phone, because if not, you'll go crazy. Yeah. Looking all day, hey, is this available? Is this what about this one? About this one? You know, and you really can drive yourself up the wall trying to see something that really went out, because it just wasn't that many houses out.
It wasn't.
You know.
But see, that's the thing about it. It's like people do this subconsciously. They'll be on their tablet, on Facebook, close their tablet, get on their phone, and get right back on Facebook. And it's the same thing that I do. I go to my email, see what Mike got, get off of there, go to Zillow, go from Zillow to rental, put my phone down, and pick it right back up.
Like something happened within that last 10 seconds.
Bro, I ain't no house came on the market in 2 minutes. Just chill out, bro.
And it is kind of the difference, because when you buy a car, hey, this is the car I want.
Yeah.
If it's not available on the lot, it's probably somewhere near you that you can go get, or you can have it customized. Boom, you got it. With a house, you literally are waiting on somebody to move or somebody to build it. And that's like that. I think that's the hard part for people. It's like, man, I don't see the house that I want. You got a vision in your mind of this house, but either it doesn't exist currently, or it exists and somebody's occupying that space and they're not willing to leave it. So it does make the house hunting part of it kind of difficult. Well, and you had your heart set on like one or two of them.
After I entered them, though, some look good on paper. Some look good in pictures. Yeah. Then you see it like, ain't what I thought it was.
Right.
Hype, but like the one on Wildwood, bro, Wilderness Way. I walked in and was like, yeah, bro, this all feel good. Yeah. Just like the one that I'm in now. Oh, man. You don't understand how excited I was when you know what I'm saying, that morning at the Rock. Cause we had lost this house. You know
Wilderness Way, yeah.
Just a little background check on the place that I'm living at now. We saw the house, put in a bid, and we lost out. And then about 2 weeks later, we in there hooping. And Mike, you see what happened? I'm like, Mike, you ain't do nothing. You're playing defense right now. No, did you see what happened? Did you look on the thing? What thing? Your house is back. What house? The one on Bill Owen. No, it's back on the market. What happened?
Yep.
Hey, we should stop playing right now and
let's
go.
Load up,
bro. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm trying to get a house at 6 in the morning. Yep, Mike, like, bro, we can't do nothing today. Let's go right now. We're leaving.
It's funny because that's kind of the condition that home buyers have had over the last 3 years. Like, you really did have to move that quickly. It's like, hey, it's available. Go now. Because if you don't, by tomorrow, it's gone. And we ended up competing with somebody on that first. I still think, I was like, I don't know why they chose the other one over us anyway, but we ended up competing, and I try to tell people all the time, like, hey, just stay ready. You never know. This house may turn around and be right back available. Yeah. Because I think something silly happened with the contract before. The people just backed out. The house is perfect. We actually got the inspection report from the last buyer. Right. And it was a great house. The dude, David Smith, shout out to David Smith. I did a podcast with him last season. If you want to see an interesting episode, he did a great one on home inspections. But that home inspection report was great, and people just so happened to back out.
I'm mad that I didn't get interviewed to the third season.
Well, I had to do what I had to do, man. I had to lay the foundation of professionals.
I'm not a foundation layer.
This is just a different foundation.
Nah, fam, no.
Yeah, I'm adding on to the original house.
I should have been a brick, like a pillar.
You should have been the cornerstone.
Yeah, why not?
My bad, man.
I'm historic.
My bad.
Yeah,
my bad. That's on me. I fumble.
You gotta make it up to me.
I fumble. Let's go to Waffle House.
But I've been
Roost. I appreciate you for putting me on. Hey, Roost. I just wanted to, if y'all want to send him a gift card because I would not be a patron of Roost if it was not for Mr. Courtney Jones. I actually think you probably should take on a role of like we need to come back and sit down of like best places in Longview. Because you are kind of you're basically a tour guide.
Hey man, hey, I told
he
you
sent me a picture of his plate 2 days ago.
Hey, you want to go there?
Yeah, go ahead, shout him out though.
You talk about Bell's Diner?
Yeah,
Miss Pat.
That's
my
Bell's
baby.
Diner.
I love her. Divine Catering.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mama Hawk and the whole Hawk family. True. Kevin down there getting his bread in. Boy, it's a lot of. Hey, Mika Cedars.
Hey,
Mika Cedars, the greatest French toast that you'll ever have in your life.
We need to do another episode, and we're just gonna tour Longview and shout out some of the best places to eat here. And maybe they'll send us some gift cards or something like that.
They not. They not. But
tell them C. Jones and Mike Johnson sent you, and maybe they'll give us a little.
They're not gonna send the stuff.
Give us 10% off. We bringing business. Let's have a partnership.
Well, you could talk there with maybe Mama Hawk, maybe Miss Pat, but El Sombrero and Mika Cedars.
They making too much money over at El Sombrero.
Yeah, the Roost they finna. I always wanted to drive the Roost car though.
I didn't even know they had a Roost.
Yeah,
I have seen that.
I said, "Is this your delivery car? We don't do deliveries. Wait, why you have a car?
just advertise.
What? Let me drive it.
Well, man, really quickly, let's talk about your closing. You like we kind of alluded to already. Those 30. Actually, I think we should take a second first and shout out your lender.
You want me to call him too?
No, don't call him.
I just like calling people.
I know you do, man. Oh. Your phone minutes. I can only imagine what your minutes look like. I know they don't count against you no more.
We ain't prepaid like that no more. Man. We're not doing that.
Man,
after 7,
these kids don't know, man.
They don't. The struggle. You talk to Alicia, bro. It's 8:34. I got
and then you only got 10 minutes before you got to be off that thing. He's trying to sneak on. I tell somebody the other day I was on the phone late. My mama didn't play. I don't even know why I tried this. I had the phone, the home phones, once you hit the button, the light turned red on it. And I was on the phone. I wasn't supposed to be. I heard my mama coming down the hall, just laid on the phone, the red light on my face. Huh? What'd you say, mama? You on that phone? No, I ain't. No, I was asleep. Lying. But yeah, I know. I shout out to E. What's the E full name?
Eric. I don't know.
But shout out to E. E actually he educated me on a few things as well, with the type of loan and things that you had and what was available to you. It's important to have somebody that's knowledgeable walking you through this process.
Celeste, his partner.
Celeste, yeah, she did a great job.
What?
She did a great job. They were on top of everything.
When it came to this stuff,
it really is a big difference when you see somebody that's like on top. They're not just trying to make money off of you. Like they trying to run their business in a particular way. And I could tell, for one, he's very educated, very knowledgeable about the process of the lending process, and Celeste came right along with him.
And he's so cool, though.
And he's so cool.
Like,
he's so cool.
And when I say cool, I mean his demeanor, like, he didn't lose his character or nothing like that. Hey, man, the underwriter said such. All right, so this is what we going to do. I feel better. He's soothing.
And he's confident. You know what I'm saying? Confident. He projected confidence like, hey, this the plan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Not frazzled or anything like that.
But a lot of people don't. And in this process, man, you have to get out of your own way. And it's going to be a lot of stuff that you don't understand, you won't understand. But you got to do it.
Yep.
So when Mike tells you, hey, do this, when your creditor tells you to do this, when your lender tells you to do this, bro, just do it. You might not understand it. It might not be some stuff that you want to do, but I doubt if these people are out here to put you in harm's way.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? They're going to tell you the best thing to do.
Right. I tell everybody, I don't get paid unless you reach your goal. So it's very important to me. And just kind of wrapping up.
Hey, real quick, if you want to say how much you got out of my house?
Actually, their commission was that commission over there was less than what's typical.
Why?
It's just what the seller sets up front.
You want me to send you some money?
Huh? No, I'm good, man. You've always been there. I appreciate you. Sure. You do better than you refer That's the most important thing that and the thing I'm most appreciative of. Hey, let me call Mike right now. I appreciate that. You know, put me in touch with a lot of different people. But as far as your closing process, man, tell me what it was like that day that you finally got those keys. What was it like for you?
I cried.
Yeah.
Well, you're supposed to cry.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's what I think.
Yeah.
When you go through something, you come out successful, you're supposed to cry.
Mm-hmm.
It's like winning the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's, bro, you're unlimited.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You sacrificed.
I got this thing that I'm doing now, like where I don't even know if I'm gonna call it a brand or not, but I'm just limitless.
Mm.
And when you get those keys, you're limitless because you're thinking in terms of, what do I do now? And the next answer to be anything you want, whatever you want. It's your house. Yeah, you work for it. Mm-hmm. You did it. Mm-hmm. So you can go out here with the most outrageous plan. Bro, I'm gonna put a hot tub on top of the roof. Why? Because I want to. I got some drawers in the kitchen pantry. Why? Because it's my kitchen. What?
You ain't gotta eat here.
Yeah, it's my kitchen. Yeah. Whatever. Like, bro, it's just, it's an amazing feeling, man. Like I said at the beginning of the podcast, man, it's a different kind of winning. Mm-hmm. It's a different kind of achievement. Yeah. This is something that now you can show your children. Hey, look. You see where we was at, though? We was in the south side of Longview. Mm-hmm. Shout out to the south side of Longview at all times, man. Yep. It's not the greatest place for people to be at, but if you can survive that, man, I don't know a place in the world you're not able to survive. Right. But to do that, and even though I'm still in Longview, the north side of Longview and the south side of Longview are two different planets. Yeah. Not even just every day, two different planets. Mm-hmm. And my daughter's like, dang, Dad's like, yeah, now work. Yeah. This is what work does. Mm-hmm. The only thing that follows work is results. Yep. That's the only thing. Mm-hmm. And you got to put it in. There's going to be some hardships. You're going to stumble. You might even fall. There's going to be a little bleeding, a little crying. You might even, doubt yourself sometimes. Mm-hmm. And you got to work. You have to work. It'll come. Mm-hmm. You might not see it in the midst of, how you're doing it. But you gaining ground. You're going to get there. That closing process was unreal. You will hate your underwriter. You will. After a while, your underwriter will become the worst person in your life. But after it's said and done, you probably forget they existed. Yep.
At the end of it was just a bump in the road, And we got to wrap up here, but I wanted to say, for one, that I hope young men are starting to look at, the possibilities out here, because it is important for you young men, to establish your place in this world. We are technically kind of moving towards a nation of renters, but if you can have something of your own, you don't plan on moving around, you think that you're going to be in one place for a while, I highly suggest go ahead and buy you a house if you can. It's something that is constantly appreciating in value, and it's helping you establish a legacy for yourself moving forward. And so, Jones, man, hey, I appreciate not only being a client, but a friend, inspiration. I see a lot of things you do, and it inspires me to do those things, as well, to go and achieve. And, man, I greatly appreciate it.
You see I came here with real clothes on?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I appreciate you.
My hooper shirt.
You didn't have a hooper shirt, the cutoff shirt, man, showing the guns off.
You think we should do a podcast together?
Man, it would be interesting.
The chemistry is there.
It'd be interesting. Yeah. It's interesting. Y'all how about this? This is a good opportunity to get some feedback. If y'all think it's a great idea for us to have a podcast, hit a like, hit a share, comment. What should they comment?
Yes. They should comment. Yes. Okay. I didn't do it on here because he asked me not to, but I do a lot of cussing. I do a lot of cussing, so it would be very intriguing. I think I'm gonna spend every podcast trying to get him to cuss. Yeah. I'm gonna see how that goes.
Yeah, it ain't gonna happen.
I'm gonna try.
Yeah, do it.
I'm gonna try. Hey. Mike, how you feel about it? Yeah. Don't get me started on that. Yes. win.
I'm still gonna be the editor.
No, but I love it though. Like this chemistry that I've never wanted to do a podcast, and I think a lot of people that have podcasts shouldn't have podcasts.
Yeah,
and I'm probably gonna be one of the people like, well, why is he even on the air? I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm here, like,
and I own my own home, so I can do it. You know?
Oh, and I don't work. I'm a bum. Officially, I don't. My girlfriend, my fiance, take care of me. Type of shit. Like, you know what happened? Hey yo, we went to Amarillo for Mother's Day, and her auntie asked me, like, this was her first time seeing the ring. She was like, "Oh my God, you engaged? That's the ring, whatever." She looked at me. She like, "Where yours at?" I don't think I'm supposed to have one.
Yeah, not right yet.
Not at the engagement phase.
Not yet. Yeah. She didn't propose to me. I proposed to her.
So for those that know, my mom just recently passed.
Yeah, sorry.
And again, we're down there in Amarillo with her mom, and it was like, this Mother's Day gonna be all right. We're gonna do this. We're gonna cook. We're gonna whatever. Yeah, we're gonna celebrate. I said, well, shit, my mom just passed, so it ain't gonna be too much celebrating for me. I'm talking about she hit me. I don't know if it was a threat or not, but she looked me dead in my eyes and waited for the room to calm down and said, Jones, I'm your mother now. I'm like, well, first of all, don't talk to me like that.
But I get your
sentiment. Well, that's a threat because your tone. I don't know how to. Yeah, I'm that's like you. I'm your father now.
Yeah. No, wait a minute. That's
my daddy at work. I'm finna go take him some lunch. Yeah. So nah. But yeah, when she said that, I was like,
you know what she's trying to say though.
I
like,
do, but it's the way you delivered it.
Yeah. At least it's welcoming. I know you have to.
That was threatening.
Yeah, it was kind of threatening.
Yeah.
But at least she ain't saying, "Hey, I don't want you to be a part of my family." It's like, hey, you part of the family,
I told her cousin, hey, you ever seen Watchmen?
Which
the
one?
Movie,
the
the
show
Watchmen?
or the movie?
The movie.
Oh yeah, I fell asleep through half of it.
Oh, you suck. What part did you get to?
I don't know. I can't even remember.
Well, anyway, the one part that I told her cousin, like, yeah, man, in this family we do this, we do that, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And boy, you'll fit right in with this family. And I looked at him. I said, oh, you got it mistaken. He like, what you mean? Yeah, nah, bro. Y'all not taking me in. I'm taking y'all. Yeah, I'm adopting y'all. This ain't y'all family no more. It's mine. Hey, just remind me of the part
create
on
those boundaries up front, man. Y'all need to have the right perspective. I'm
Yeah.
I'm the captain now. What is
that's what old boy said. Yeah. No, but on the Watchmen, he was locked up. They tried him in there. He said, "Y'all got it mistaken." I'm locked in here with y'all.
Yeah. No, y'all are locked in here with me. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
I said, yeah, I love it.
Yeah. Well, man, I really appreciate it. I appreciate your time, Jones, and like I said, let's do this again. I really think we also should do another show soon.
You felt this kind of chemistry with anybody else?
No.
Oh. That's why we should go to Waffle House.
I think a lot of people are going to enjoy this show because it's going to be a totally different tone. And everything.
We was talking about sports the whole time.
And Longview, but life too. So it's all important. And y'all, I would greatly appreciate it if you would like, subscribe, share this with somebody that you know, especially those that live in Longview, especially young black men that are trying to find their way through this world. I pride myself on being a great as being somebody that somebody can come and talk to. I think Jones is a great man for people to come.
You
for
a
young
great
men
man
to come
too.
talk
Don't short
to.
yourself.
Hey, well, I'm trying to be.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be.
Yeah, you can talk about yourself.
The
bro.
Bible said, "Let another man praise you." I don't put no praise on my back.
Praise yourself. I said you can, but you can acknowledge who you are though. You can know your worth.
If you say it, then it's true.
Right. You are a great man.
Jesus said it was so funny, man. I read the scripture. Jesus said people would come and say, "Hey, are you this?" And Jesus said, "Well, who do you say that I am?" That's where I get my example from. Who do you say that I am? What have you seen from me? If people can back up what I think of, I'm aiming for, then glory to God.
I really think I will be the first person to make Jesus cuss. Jesus, you mother.
Right. Stop calling my name.
Hey, bro, I made you. But I leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Hey y'all, hey, I appreciate your time. Y'all for real, like, share, subscribe, and we look forward to seeing y'all on the next episode.
Stuff too,
there you go.
Cause I'm dark skinned. If I wear anything black, it's gonna
You
be.
standing out up there. Look at you shining. Look at you shining.
Shout out to Ralph Lauren, man.
Shout out to Ralph Lauren.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I appreciate
and this is fresh out the bag.
Oh man.
All my other ones kind of dingy. I used to wear them to work all